Hi, welcome back to Self-Discovery Support. Today we have a pick a card with a simple, clear message. I felt moved to do a message today that was just kind of really short, sweet, clear, because I do feel that sometimes, encouragement is needed and it might just be the right thing for you. So I'm gonna ask you to look at these three. These are like glass weights. Which one of these are you drawn to? We're going to use that message, that pile, to give you your message. We have the crescent. It's a clear crescent moon shape. We have kind of amber colored star. And we have a kind of turquoisey seashell. All right, I'm going to give you a moment. Okay. All right, so let's get started with the crescent moon. All right. So, I'm starting with the Tao Oracle, a message from that, a tarot card for you, and it's clarified. Okay, so let's get going. We have number 60, limitation. This card is telling me that there's something that you perhaps are wanting to achieve, and it's a time that you need to kind of bring your forces together. It's really one of those moments. Sometimes in life you have like ebbs and flows, you have ups and downs, and I think this is one of those moments where you're trying to push something uphill to get it to some point. And it's a point where you need to be patient with yourself. It's a point where you need to put maybe daily work in. You need to have this kind of daily practice. This card mentions self-discipline and cultivating patience, and it's like incremental. Over time something will come for you. So you might be trying to get some project off the ground, or there's something that you're really working towards. You're needing to put your forces there. Yeah. All right, so let's see. The tarot message is coming from the Illuminated Tarot and playing cards. Okay, 8 of Diamonds. Yeah, that's precisely the energy that I'm feeling from this card. It's the 8 of Diamonds is one of hard work. You can see this person is making a quilt, kind of diligently working away at this very intricate quilt. And it's like over time, you can imagine how much work has gone into the making of this quilt. Over time, this is going to become something beautiful, something lasting. Quilts tend to last a really long time. But you can see that this person is working and is also quite good at what they do. So I do sense that here, that you are working at something, you're working towards something. Yeah, that you are having to put some energy, some effort into, but it's going to kind of have good results. Okay, so let's see what the clarifier tells us. You have 8 of Diamonds, you have 9 of Diamonds. So definitely you're working towards some kind of material success, something about your prosperity, something about your independence. You're building something for your own future. And this card, Knight of Diamonds, it's the 9 of Pentacles in other decks, but it also is the Hermit card. So it's like while you're doing this, it's almost like you have gone into some kind of hiding or something like this. Yeah, you've not necessarily hiding, but you've gone inwards. You're kind of drawing on your inner reserves and your inner wisdom to achieve what you need. And what this tells me is that, just as I was saying, you could kind of feel it in the energies that through working here, working at your craft, getting something done that you need or you want to get done, you're going to have this kind of 9 of Diamonds success, which is independence, fruition of things. You know, 9 tends to talk about fruition, fulfillment. Yeah, that's amazing. So it's going to be there for you through advice here: self-discipline, practice, self-respect, introspection, ritual, right? So habitual work. Just as this person is working away at this quilt, whatever it is that you're working on is, you know, the result looks like it might be really good. It's going to bring you some kind of stability within yourself, for yourself. Yeah. But this is something that you're having to kind of draw on inner reserves for. Okay. Let's get kind of last advice for you. Ace of Swords. This is coming from the Everyday Tarot deck, and the Ace of Swords tells us about really now having clarity, focus to achieve what you have in mind for yourself. Yeah. It's about like this new focused beginning, which is going to bring surely success. Yeah, so that looks really good. Group 1, if you chose the Crescent moon here. Yeah. All right. So that's you. Let's get going on group 2. Have a good period, a good manifesting period. It does look like you're on your way. All the best. Remember to like and subscribe and comment if you enjoyed this video. All right, group 2. You have here this amber rounded star of a glass weight. All right, so we have an oracle card for you from the Tao Oracle, and we're going to get that as the general message here. Discipline. Okay, this is really similar to group 1's. This is number 7. It talks about exerting authority. Define. It's time to take the bull by the horns. Create a strategy and mobilize your forces. Okay, yeah, so it's definitely a time to get going on what you want. There's something you want to achieve. I'm assuming that, yeah, there's something that needs to happen. Maybe there's some situation of which, or something you've been avoiding. I don't know why I get the sense that you've been avoiding something, and now is the time to tackle it. If there's some difficulty, now is the time to get the help that you need, to get the resources you need, and to definitely just go straight forward for it. Yeah. Okay. So we have a tarot card from the Illuminated Tarot. 9 of Diamonds. That's interesting. Group 1 also got 9 of Diamonds. Okay, so there's definitely a connection. I think you should watch Group 1's, you know, the Crescent Moon groups reading as well. So what we have here is you are trying to go for your independence. You're definitely trying to achieve something. Yeah, you're trying to, I see this as you're trying to become financially independent. You're trying to become resourceful on your own. And you're thinking a lot about how to achieve this. And I think that's where this discipline is coming from. It's now the time to think, okay, how do I actually want to go about doing this? Because this is something I may have been ignoring for a while. Yeah. Okay, so let's clarify and see what we have. Queen of Clubs. Okay, so the Queen of Clubs is the Queen of Wands in the traditional tarot deck. And you know, this is a person. I think this is like the perfect card to describe this here. This person is, although this is more of a maybe a King of Swords, Queen of Swords energy, but I see this as you now coming into your personal power for sure. The Queen of Clubs sometimes is a creative entrepreneur. She's a businesswoman. She's, you know, she's just got her own thing going. She's charismatic. She goes for what she wants. She knows innately what she wants to achieve, and she doesn't let anything stop her. So I really do think that that's what's indicated here. Exert authority. I mean, that's exactly what the Queen of Clubs is about. That is definitely the Queen of Clubs energy. You do have, I think, is this creative? Are you doing a creative project? It says create a strategy. It's time to do something. It's time to get something done. And it's just knowing that I can do this because this is what I'm trying to achieve. I'm trying to achieve my own independence, my own richness and wealth, my own world. Like I like to look at this as this, you know, this hermit crab as being, is this a hermit crab or is it like another animal? But it's here, and it's like it's got this whole ecosystem around. There's pentacles all around, there's fish all around, there's like a whole richness around. This creature has its own thing going on. Everything is around it, and this is what you're trying to build, is to try to tackle setting up something where you have your own ecosystem going. And I think the Queen of Clubs is definitely a symbol of that. She has kind of a magical power about getting things done and just exuding her own power. So yeah, I like to think that this has something to do with it. These were randomly chosen, but this is a star, right? So I do think that there's something about your star power, your star ability. The Queen of Clubs is definitely a star, and it's about embodying that as the let's get some advice. Let's get an advice card for you. Okay. Five of Wands. So, you know, it's really funny. Here we have these staffs, these rods or wands, and here we have this person with a sword. So I think all around the energies here, because normally, you know, I like to say that the Five of Wands is about maybe inner conflict, or some kind of rivalry, but in this context, I do think it's about fighting for something. I think it's about not giving up. Yeah, it's definitely about going for what you want and having that kind of inner fight. So that's it for you, group 2, the Amber Star. Have a good I hope you have a good manifestation period. Okay, and I hope that this message has helped somehow. Please do like, comment, share, subscribe if you like this. All right, take care. Hi, group 3. Okay, so here you go. You chose this turquoise transparent seashell. It's paperweight, or I think it's like a floral weight, but it's a glass weight. Yeah, so let's set this aside. I'm gonna start with the Tao Oracle as a general message, and then we have a tarot card, and it's clarified as your message in this pick a card. Okay, so you have number 19, approach, advancing, a warm reception, prosperous conditions, increased influence, hopefulness, listening up, and arrival. Yeah, I feel like something, do you see this? Like something is coming. It's like this red glow is flowing down the stairs into a really dark space, somewhere that it was really dark, but it's like light is entering. So I feel like something is coming for you, some kind of goodness, some kind of, yeah, it's like an energy that is really receptive, and it's gonna bring good things, I think. Yeah, it says prosperous conditions, like I see that here. Yeah, and that's gonna lead to a lot of very good things. It's almost like it's going to open up the door. Maybe you have been having maybe a darker period, which is understandable during this period, but it does seem that something good is coming for you. Like, look beyond this dark, gloomy passage. There is this beautiful, I think it's cherry blossom garden, and just clear skies and green grass. So, you know, nothing stays in darkness forever, especially if we're doing something actively. We might not see that, but it is going to come to something. Yeah, so let's see what we have as our tarot card. Okay, yeah, so that tells me where you're coming from. That tells me that, okay, 3 of Spades talks about having a kind of difficult emotional time, having some kind of despair, something's painful. You've experienced something quite painful. It could be heartbreak, it could be to do with loss or romantic heartbreak, or you've lost something that you felt was an opportunity or something that was dear to you. But whatever it is, it has been difficult, and you are trying to overcome this. And it does tell you here, I think this is almost like, of the 3 piles, this is the most kind of I think soothing message, because it does seem like group 3 that you have been through a lot, but there is something coming for you. Yeah, it says lightening up, so it does seem like maybe, and hopefulness. It does seem that what's coming, maybe a period where healing has occurred, or maybe you're just about to enter a new transition period where one day you look up after hurting for a long time and you realize, oh, like time has passed and things have happened and I feel better somehow. You know, this can also be like reckoning with one's emotions as well. Yeah. Alright, so let's find out what the clarifier card tells us. Okay, I mean, like, this could not be a better card for you. I think it's most fitting with the message. This is the Fool card, and the Fool is 0. You know, it talks about beginnings. It's a beginning point. It's a point where one can start a cycle again. And especially if you are prone to being stuck in this place, the thing here is, the action being asked of you is to just leap into a new phase. If there's something like a project, something like if it's to do with love, there's maybe a new opportunity around you. It's of course, if you're in a healed place, to not feel stuck, don't hold back, try new things, go to new places, have new experiences. I think that that is going to allow whatever blessing of an approach is coming to enter. Because we, you know, sometimes we ask for things to be sent to us, but if we stay in the same stuck place, we're never going to be in those spaces. Let's say if you don't go out, you know, every now and then, how will you get those things coming to you? Yeah. Or even if you only talk to the same people all the time, if you don't make efforts to be more social, or to try new things, you know, then how will you ever move from this place of just being stuck in these very painful emotions? In a way, trying to force yourself to have this new start, it's almost like a way of saying, I can, I will, I still have the will and the courage to go forward. And that is almost a very healing process for you as well. Let's get an advice card. Okay. Seven of Wands. Okay. So this is another tarot card which tells us about standing up for yourself. This is about now creating a new sense of yourself. So if there's something painful that happened or is happening, you have to kind of draw your will together to kind of be there for yourself in a way, protect yourself, provide your own protection from, you know, traditionally this card talks about defensiveness, right? But what I see for you is not necessarily defensiveness, but standing your ground and saying, I am worth it. I'm going to try again. I'm going to have this new start. And even if that means that I am going to, like I want to get up every day and I'm going to do yoga. I've never done that before, but hey, what do I have to lose? Or I'm going to go for a morning walk. It's like having new things which allow you to see for yourself that, hey, I am here for you. I'm not going to let life kick me down. Yeah, I think that's the message here. So, group 3, that was your reading and that was your message coming through. I hope that helped. All the best. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe, comment, share. And this is your turquoise shell. Take care.